wonder why one man should have all that power. The man I'm talking about is Donald J. Trump. And why is everybody so after Donald Trump? I mean, he got indictments flying out the window, left and right. They are really, really after Donald Trump. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. So let's talk about some updated information that's coming out from Atlanta, Georgia, where they definitely are after Mr. Trump, and they are on his tail feather. I don't understand why they are at Mr. Trump like they are, but they are pulling up on his bumper every chance they get. Now, the grand jury, here's Georgia, here's Trump, Georgia 2020 election case. So let's play this real quick.
To 50 years with my best friend and my soulmate.
Commercials. This is interesting. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Judge, let's stop this. Judge presiding over the Fulton County grand jury said he expects to stay for about 1 more hour.
The quicker picker upper.
All right, so I'm just trying to get Fulton County Judge Robert McBurney, the presiding judge overseeing the grand juries that's currently hearing the Donald Trump 2020 elections subversion case, told reporters in the courthouse that he expects to stay for about 1 more hour tonight. The grand jury is still meeting. The timing of the potential indictment is unclear. Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis, who is leading the probe, planned for her presentation to the grand jury presentation to last 1 or 2 days. Now, I'm just giving play-by-play of what's actually going on. Former Georgia Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan testifying to Fulton County grand jury and Trump probe. But let's talk about some of the stuff that he's talking about. The former Georgia Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan is finished testifying to the Fulton County grand jury hearing testimony in the Donald Trump 2020 election subversion case. Duncan was seen leaving the courthouse in Atlanta several moments ago. This is a moment in time that probably we're able to get past in Georgia, Duncan told reporters outside the courthouse. There's been a lot of misinformation for a number of years, and this is our opportunity to get the real story out. My hope is that Americans believe us. He also said the 2020 election was fair and legal, and that he hopes more Republicans will reach that conclusion. Let's have a discussion about the facts. If we have a discussion about the facts, like the outcome, he said. Former Fulton County Judge Robert McBurney, the presiding judge overseeing the grand jury, briefly stepped to the courtroom where reporters are assembled and said, "Just hang in there. I am too." More background. Duncan has been a sharp critic of Trump's efforts to upend Georgia's election results. He recently told CNN that he was embarrassed when Ricky Giuliani, a former attorney for Trump and other allies of the former president, appeared before Georgia state lawmakers. While Duncan was president of the Georgia State Senate at the time, he told CNN he did not sanction those meetings and they were not official hearings. Let's talk about some more of what's going on. And this is 53 minutes ago. Fulton County grand jury still hearing testimony in Trump election case. The Fulton County grand jury, which has been meeting all day, is still hearing the testimony in the Donald Trump 2020 election subversion case. An independent journalist, George Chadi, who was subpoenaed to testify and is inside the courthouse in Atlanta, Georgia, posted on social media that the proceedings are still underway. He said a separate witness, Jeff Duncan, former Georgia lieutenant governor and CNN contributor, is currently testifying. Still waiting. Jeff Duncan just walked in. No document filed yet. This is an hour and 17 minutes in Trump case after Reuters report. Fulton County Court says. Now let's take a minute and look at this picture right here. This is an interesting picture. These people have tents and they're ready. And also downtown is very busy because there's a huge concert going on or about to go on. So it's a lot of stuff going on in the retrospect of what's going on in this case. And it could get very busy downtown Atlanta. The Fulton County Superior Court said in a statement that a document Reuters reported had been posted to the court websites earlier Monday showing possible Donald Trump charges is not official. So let's talk about that briefly. Those reports are not official. There have been no documents filed today regarding the grand jury hearing the Trump election subversion case. The Fulton County Superior Court clerk's office said in the statement, documents that do not bear an official case number, filing date, and the name of the clerk of courts in concert are not considered official filings and should not be treated as such. So Reuters had to go and take that down because they reported earlier about the criminal charges against Trump were posted. And so they had to go behind, they had to take them down. Now, 2 hours and about 30 minutes, Trump team is preparing for Georgia indictment and expect charges to be delivered imminently. Former President Donald Trump's team is preparing for a potential indictment to be delivered imminently in the Fulton County District Attorney's grand jury investigation into his efforts to overturn the 2020 election results in Georgia, his advisors told CNN. His team has began lining up surrogates and allies, as well as preparing pre-written responses to react to new charges, they said. Strategy they have new implemented 3 times before when responding to previous indictments brought against the former president. This is a whole ball of energy of what's going on. This is one man, and the question is, I'm just refreshing this before I get off of this. This is one man, and they have so many people going after this one man. Now, me personally, I don't even know if Donald Trump, even though he's indicted, and this is 4th indictment, do you honestly think that Donald Trump will serve a day in jail? Because honestly, if the election were held today, Donald Trump would beat all of his Republican constituents, and he will beat Biden. Let's look quickly. If the election was held today, between Trump and Biden, who would win? Let's look at this real quick. Now, as of July 20, 22nd, as of July 2nd, Trump beats Biden in general election, dominates GOP field, polls show. Trump, let's read this quickly. Now, people probably don't want to hear this. DeSantis has no chance of beating Trump. Let's just say this. Now, this is from July. Former President Trump continues to dominate the Republican primary field and will beat Biden in the general election, according to a poll. This is from New York Post. If the 2024 Republican presidential primary was held today, Trump will win with 52% of the votes. His nearest rival, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, I know it's DeSantis, but I don't like him. I don't really like the guy, honestly. Who tagged 40 points behind, just 12 points. Vivek, I thought I liked him. There's some stuff coming out in the polls. I don't think I like Vivek. Trump will beat Biden in a head-to-head matchup by a margin of 45-40, with a crucial 16% of the voters undecided. His margin over Vice President Harris will be even more yawning, 47-38. So a lot of people got to realize the biggest competitor to Biden is Trump. DeSantis couldn't beat him, or none of them other people. I don't even care to look at the primary field, the Republican primary field. I don't think that they can beat him in the first place. I think that Trump will win hands down, and solely because a lot of black men are refusing to vote for Biden. Biden is going to have to do something drastic. The stock market is down. They tried to tank the crypto market. It's so much stuff that Biden has not done, and a lot of people just not going to vote for him. So many people have been voting blindly. Now, a lot of this stuff, the tactics that the DeSantis have been doing, Arkansas just found out, are pulling African American AP classes out. That's not the way that you're going to land a black vote. Donald Trump has not done none of this stuff, and that's why he beats Biden. So when you look at the aspect of all these people trying to indict Trump, and that's part of the reason, because it is politics, because right now Donald Trump will beat Biden in the polls. They know he will beat him in the polls, and they just don't want him back in there. So that's part of the reason why all these indictments are flying out of the door. Because why the timing? The election was 2 years ago, right? Why are you doing it now? It don't take years to do an indictment. It just don't. So this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. I'll keep you abreast of this story. When news come out, I'll keep you afloat. And we will see you in the next video. I thank you for all my new subscribers. Please like this video, share this video, and we will see you in the next video.